Oh, we love. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
Everything, did I mess it up? It's
Girl.
Wednesday.
it is, and we're in a new location for for the night, and
For the
we had some.
1,000.
We had a few technical difficulties, but now we in
It's
the
very
building.
technical. Yeah, I see that. So we got a great show for you guys today. We are going to be talking about women and relations. But before we get started, it's your girl Yola.
It's your girl LA from the A.
In LA, she from the A. And so together we're Lipstick and Lives. And we are here at ATL Second Chance Thrift Store.
We're in the studio.
Where we get you fresh for less. Please believe that. We are scheduled to have some special guests tonight. So we're gonna welcome them once they get here. So if you see me get up and move a few times, it's just me answering the door. I do think I did lock it, so we might have to do some of those things, right? All right, great. So current events. I had heard that Venus Williams was a virgin at 41.
Who?
Yeah, so like it was like big news. I didn't know why that was big news.
I don't watch them.
But no, it was like on the radio, and that from that little quick second you get in the car before your phone connects to the Bluetooth, you hear a little snippet. So my phone was on 104.1 or 104.7, whatever it was. Anyway, so Frank Ski was talking about
Frank Ski? Oh, girl.
Yeah, he on 104.1.
Oh.
Shout out to he's a Taurus, Team Taurus. I don't like him as men, but But no, yeah.
I just ain't heard his name in a long time.
Oh yeah, he's back on the radio. I don't know the girl that's with him. I don't know if her name is Nene. I don't know her name.
Well, that's what's up.
But so what they said was, would you be willing to wait based off of your religion?
What you talking about?
For sex, before you had sex. Right. Okay.
Well, I believe in test driving cars before I purchase.
And a lot of people do. But so here's the thing, right? If you are a virgin, that's your first time. You don't know what having sex with someone else is like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't know if it was good or bad.
That's true.
Because even though Megan Good and her husband, they took a vow of celibacy before they got married, right? But they had sex before, so they not with each other. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
But with other people.
Oh, yeah.
So they knew what sex was. So waiting in their case was like not really an issue. I don't think. Because they've already had sex before, so they know what they expect. But see, here's the thing. Now, that's where it might be a problem. Because if I get married to you, and baby, you listen.
We don't go.
I don't want to cheat on you. Sorry.
We don't go. Green light. Give me the green
light. kudos to Venus because I always wanted to. Oh, hey John, because I missed you. I've been wanting to argue with you for like ever. Anyway, so I did want my first time to be when I got married, but it didn't work out like that for me. So, hold 1 second, guys.
I didn't think that. Well,
What did you think?
Why she is going to do that? I don't think that. I really feel like there's nothing wrong with test driving a car before you buy it, but that's not what we were taught. It's almost like it's hard to go back once you have already started, really, 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 really. Hey John, what you say? Or if it's your only partner, is nothing to be compared to it. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. But I mean, you saying if it's only if it's only your partner, is nothing to compare. Well, if you've been there before with other people, then there is definitely something to compare it to. Oh, definitely something to compare it to. It's good so you can see.
Yeah, that's why I put my glasses on because I couldn't
Girl, I
see
can't see.
all the way back there. Jesus,
Girl,
I'm like, okay, 2020
clothes.
is not here.
So,
yeah.
John was saying, well, if that's your only partner, there's no one to compare it to.
I said that, John.
If it was your only
agree.
partner, like what now, or if it's the only person you ever had, like.
But you read books, and then you have friends.
Still ain't got nothing to compare it to.
But so when you hear other people talk about their situations, and then you compare it to your situation, because let's be real, we do that. And then with TV being soft porn, more aggressive soft porn these days, because it used to be after 9:00 anything went on TV, but now they starting early at 5, so it's not really it's I mean y'all know what I'm saying, right? So I mean anything goes on TV, so you could be looking at, well, he don't do that to me, or he might say she don't do that to me that I'm seeing on TV, and then next thing you know, you're not even ready to have the conversation as an adult, so you can't communicate properly about what you seen on TV and why you ain't doing that to me, etc. Right? So I mean,
I get it. On a religious aspect, if you waited till marriage, then you really had nothing to compare it to.
But who said that though?
Listen, I said, if you look at it from a religious point of view.
Yeah.
From a religious point of view, waiting to have sex, until you got married is ideal. For one, think about it. If everybody waited, we're not talking about just women.
Right.
If everybody waited, then there really wouldn't be these issues with STDs, infidelity, and all this other stuff.
It might not be.
Right?
It might not be.
And so it's almost like, well, if y'all had waited and did what you were supposed to do according to the Bible or whatever religion you're in, then just think of a lot of the drama and stuff that we probably would not have today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because younger.
But I mean, it's called
sex does come with emotions.
Yeah.
And people don't learn how to control their emotions until they're in their 30s. And some people don't even learn how to control their emotions until way after 30. So
that part.
But
way after. Can you see what
John said? Women are more mental than physical. If you can mentally make love to a woman, that is more than half of the battle. Okay, John.
That is absolutely correct.
John.
Yeah. That's correct.
That's correct.
That's definitely correct.
Yeah, but okay. Kudos to Venus.
Yeah.
Kudos to Venus.
For sure.
For waiting. Kudos to anyone that is taking a vow of celibacy for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you all.
Hey, it's hard. If you've been there before, that's very, very hard to do.
It is, but there's no.
Sex is a drug.
It can be addictive.
It is a drug.
Yeah.
Unless you don't like it.
No, the dude Sean, that's not accurate. He's talking about the topic for today. He's on Podbean. No, that's not accurate. But no, I mean it is hard. It is a drug. It's addictive, and we waste a lot of time when we're young doing things. All kinds of things. We do a lot of dumb things when we're young.
Young and dumb.
We do a lot of dumb things when we're young.
Do you know your brain is really not even fully developed?
I know that.
27.
I know that. And do you know they still allow you to buy alcohol and tobacco products with your brain not fully being developed? But hey, who am I to tell the CDC and the WHO organization and everybody else?
Right.
The Surgeon General of the U.S. I mean, I'm just me.
Trying to tell you.
What are these rules society and religion put on women? Too many. But let's just go back to the religion. It's real fast.
Go back, yeah.
Religion is a man-made thing. So how do we even know? Right? I understand that the Dead Sea Scrolls were found and they were told that this is how we're supposed to live our life according to the dead, but they also found other stuff in there along with those. So why they not talking about them things? Those things didn't make a book. So what does sex have to do with me being a good person or not? Or a bad person?
It's a good question.
I mean, I just want to know. Because when they like what the Bible said, okay, well, what did another book say? Because also the Bible is in your literature books and world literature, and it's the first book that you even discuss in world literature in most world literature classes. So it's just like I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know if the religion thing we should be basing our life on just those rules.
Okay.
The Old Testament said an eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. You do an eye for eye right now, you're going to jail. Period. So who changed that?
Well, it depends on where you live.
But who changed that? Who changed that? If that's in the Bible, then that's in the Bible, right? Okay, so then they said Jesus came and then Jesus did away with the Old Testament, but then people still talking about these 10 commandments, but they was in the Old Testament, so I'm confused.
What John say?
I don't know what John said, but John, I'm confused. So I'm confused about
an interesting
that.
Podcast that was asking, can women have multiple partners? And all the women were like, yes. Okay. I was like, huh? Can men have multiple partners?
So John really wants to get in this topic, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
No, hold on.
Let's go. But no, we could be done talking about the Bible because we'll be here all day.
Well, I mean, so what's your feelings about sex before marriage then?
I wish that I wouldn't have had sex before marriage.
You say what?
I wish I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
I was actually upset at myself and disappointed at myself because really I did it for somebody to like me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we transparent.
Yeah, we were transparent. I mean, a lot of times we are.
I made a mistake.
A lot of times that's what it is, though. We do it because of the peer pressure.
It was peer pressure.
You know what I'm saying?
It was peer pressure.
And then normally we get the information from someone. We always end up getting information from someone who's really not a reliable source. They just telling you based on the their experience. They're really not telling you anything.
The dude Sean wants us to know that he was a sex addict as a teen. Or was you just horny?
Sex addicts, can they?
Or was you just horny, Sean? We just need to clarify that because.
So yeah, clarify what the sex addict is.
An addict,
Sean.
We probably need to look that word up.
Addict.
Okay.
Addict, yeah. So okay. So all right.
So.
I ain't gonna say. I mean,
I don't know, Sean.
Sex before marriage is sex before marriage.
Sex is. Would you have waited?
I probably would have.
Good job.
But I didn't. And I didn't.
Yes, yeah. Masturbation is. I don't know if that would because if you just touch with the movies and I don't know if masturbation would be considered a sex addict.
No,
sex addict.
I don't think so. Okay. So.
So, if a woman sleeps with 5 men in the period of 7 days,
okay, So we're talking about body count now.
We talk about the body count.
Okay.
This is what John wants to get to.
Okay.
This is what the dude Sean wants to get to. Would she be considered a hoe? A whore by society? Would she be considered a whore? If you knew a girl and she slept with 5 men in the course of 7 days, would you call her a whore?
Woo.
What's a woo?
I mean, my younger self would have called her a hoe.
Okay.
My older self would say, ain't none of my business.
Okay. Right. Your older self would definitely say that. But
my younger self would have. I'm being transparent.
Who makes this rule though? Society?
Exactly.
So it's more so another woman calling a woman that sleeps with 5 dudes a whore.
The men do it too.
I've never heard a man call a woman a whore.
What?
I never heard.
Oh, you just hear him calling bitches.
I mean, and bitch is just like a term of endearment these days.
No,
I mean, I promise you.
No, not when a male calls a woman that. No, it's not.
So
I don't even like it.
But is it okay for a woman to call a woman a whore, though, because she chooses to be liberated as a woman?
I mean, I don't think it's okay either way. But at the end of the day, like I said, my younger self
would have
be like, hey, you getting around.
I don't,
because okay, you gotta think about it. We're taught, oh, your body, especially women, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's sacred. You're supposed to wait to have sex, you know, you're not supposed to do this. It's like all of these rules that was put on to us, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this, you shouldn't do that.
Just like marriage was put on to us as kids.
You know, so at the end of the day, right? It's like, oh, you need to save yourself. Yeah, you don't give yourself to everybody. You know,
right?
You should be what they should say. You should be seen and not heard type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
don't do this, don't do that. But
yeah,
now that you said, like you said, women have been, you know, have come out and they're liberating this big movement and all this is like now they feel like it's a even playing field.
It's an even playing field.
So
women's live. But then they're still labeled as hoes because then a guy can sleep with 5 women in 7 days and he the man. Because society does not look at the man as being a whore. But here's the thing. If we are teaching our young ladies, women in general to be a certain way, then why aren't we teaching that to the boys? If we're teaching our girls that their body is sacred, then why aren't we teaching our boys that their body is sacred? Why is there such a balance? And here on one hand, you got where we're telling somebody, oh, girls, your body is sacred, you should aspire to marriage. But then the people that they're supposed to marry, you're telling them to sleep with as many women as possible so you can be the man. And if you don't have sex, then something wrong with you. So then so you forcing sex on one gender, and then on the other gender, you're telling to wait.
But and then it's crazy because who the one that's saying, oh, high five, go and get that. So you gotta be sleep with somebody.
But exactly. So it's gonna be so that's why I feel like society is lost in, because it's like you want a result, but then you're forcing another situation. So who are the boys supposed to have sex with if you're telling the girls to wait?
Right. So,
I mean, I grew up with
somebody's daughter. So
I grew up with
somebody's sister.
And my curfew was 10 o'clock. And my brother's curfew was 12. Why? Why?
Yeah,
why is my younger brother?
So, let me read these comments.
Okay, read the comments.
All right, so let me see. John said, if a man or a woman do it, that is a bad behavior. Exactly. He also says, and the only reason people think they can get away with it is because of condoms. Okay.
No.
But you know what, though? Even with that, though, John, what's crazy is you have some people that are religious who feels that if they wear a condom, then it's premeditated. They think that they're going out to do it. But if it just happens, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
And that ain't coming from me. This is just from a conversation I had with some people. Let me see. Moving on. Mark
Or
says,
if they think if they have anal sex, then anal sex is not really even sex.
Or oral
then,
sex.
right? Or oral sex. So then they feel like those are not sex.
I don't work at the clinic anymore, so I got some. I could have had some fun. So Mark says that is definitely not a term of endearment. No, it is not. It is not. John also says, Mark, after listening to the woman,
the baby said that's just how he talks.
I started wondering, are women having sex with multiple people like men? Absolutely, and some more. To be honest with you,
not me.
They are. You know, and it's this predates.
I'm not judging.
You have brothels. Come on, they used to have brothels, all kind of stuff. Tony Wealthy says no, he's dealing. He defiling his body as well. Absolutely.
And Tony is right. Everybody body is sacred.
John
but y'all don't
says,
teach the boys that.
A man sleeping when that many women aren't nasty too. Yes. So Mark says, forget society. What is your standard?
My standard would definitely be to tell people to wait until they are mature enough to have sex.
Yeah.
Sex is a maturity thing. Like, you don't just have sex. When you have sex, you have to be able to communicate about sex. A lot of people are not able to communicate about sex with their partner. They're not able, like we talk to a lot of people even on this podcast about certain things, and people say like they wouldn't tell them. Like, and then that's not a maturity thing there. Like, where is the maturity in that when you're not able to speak on? If you're having sex, you should be able to talk about it with your partner.
Right.
I mean, it's just pretty.
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty
full transparency.
Full transparency.
And it's crazy when you have people who are like, "Oh my God," you know, like they're scared of even saying the word penis or vagina or for y'all dick, pussy, whatever. Like, people are scared. From the word, you know. Yeah. We have nicknames, right? All kinds of stuff. So our guest seems to be here.
Yeah.
And
she can say that. Just come around. Just come around. Yeah, just come right there.
So, let me read the rest of these comments really quick. Again, situation. The Bible will tell you how things supposed to go. Soul ties. Tony says that.
Tony says the Bible, and that's what we're talking about. If the Bible is a man, if the Bible was interpreted by me, and then how do you know what's supposed to be said? How do we know? You don't.
John also says they make excuses. Tony also says sexual immortality is the same for both. Absolutely.
What did Tony say? What does God say? That's what we don't know, Tony.
He says sexual immortality is the same for both. John says sex is sex. Tony says I do. What does God say? Just think, when animals have sex, it has a purpose. It does have a purpose. Sex is a purpose. Hey, how are you? All right. Let's see what else.
Okay.
I was shocked women support having so many bodies.
Why are you shocked about? Are you shocked when men have a lot of bodies? I'm just curious.
So women basically you're saying that women supposed to hold their bodies at a higher standard than men supposed to hold themselves as.
But if a woman is who the man having sex with, if the man is okay to have sex, who is the man having sex with?
Without the intentions of marriage, it creates soul ties.
Anytime you have sex, it creates soul ties. Mm-hmm. Anytime.
It does.
Anytime.
It does.
Okay, anytime you have sex, I think it's this one.
No, we scoot them back.
Oh, okay. A little bit. You know, like you met Nubi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we have a special guest with us, guys.
I'm gonna put her in the
middle. She's
middle.
gonna introduce herself.
So what we got going. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
She said, hey, everybody.
I go by Nubian. So I'm an artist and entrepreneur.
Sensitive about my
okay.
in my Beyonce voice.
Okay. And then Wednesday you have.
Oh yeah, we're having artist showcase. Also host the show Almost Famous Wednesdays. We are having our artist showcase, so where different artists of all genres can come out and broadcast their skills and their talents in front of a nice crowd of people, and brand themselves and get exposure. So that is what Almost Famous Wednesdays is about. You can sign up
Okay.
on Instagram at Almost Famous Wednesdays.
Okay.
So
And we'll
you
put
can
the
check it out and see all the
IG
artists.
in the comments. But
Mhm.
but Nubian,
Yes.
what
chime
do
in.
you think about women being called whores for sleeping with multiple people?
Well, I think if a woman is called a whore, then that's something that she have to choose to accept. So
For
who,
agreements.
yeah, who says she's a whore? I mean, everybody has their own opinion.
Right.
What is the definition of a whore?
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, who says it was 5 people? Who says it's 10 people?
Right.
So I guess that label, if it's something you choose to accept, then it's on you.
Mhm.
It definitely is up to the person, but society says that if a woman sleeps with multiple people, she's a whore. Even though she doesn't accept it, the women clutch their pearls. Oh, she slept with 5 people.
Right.
Do you know women like that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But because women are so judgmental of each other, when they should just be uplifted and empower one another.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Because men don't do that.
That's true. The
Men
men
ain't
just
never-
gonna talk about
Men
you.
ain't never. I've never heard a guy say, "Man, you slept with 3 people in 4 days." Man,
Well, first of all, they don't
know.
know.
They ain't gonna say.
They don't know.
Man, I-
Really,
in
they
high
just
school,
heard
they
that
talk
she got
about
around.
Right.
That's it.
And sometimes they be lying. Sometimes.
Sometimes they be lying.
Sometimes.
A lot of times they be lying.
A lot of time, man, listen. He's gonna say I got a lot of stories. I
I ain't
remember
gonna say
this
nothing.
dude and went around town telling people that he slept with me. I didn't even know what the dude looked like. I was like, dude, like I don't even know him. They like, I'm like, I don't know him. But I mean, I ain't nobody to lie on. I mean, you ain't gonna get no cookie, you ain't gonna get no clout. Not yet, anyway. People at magazine ain't gonna call you for no interview. You know what I'm saying? The Inquirer might, but that's about it. But men will lie about having sex with multiple women, and it's cool.
Right. They do.
And a woman can't talk about her sexual endeavors because then she's judged. And that's not fair.
Right.
It's really not fair because who are they having sex with? Who,
Exactly. They somebody
Who
they
the hell?
they having sex with somebody's daughter, somebody's
Somebody's
sister,
or somebody's
niece,
son. But listen,
somebody's son.
or somebody's
That too.
son. But then we gonna go back to the Bible in that case. Then if you want to say that, like if the women can't be out and the men start sleeping with the men, I mean, why even judge?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting paid to judge? When y'all call these people whores? What is it?
What it say?
The Inquirer. Yes, Christopher, the Inquirer. It's not cool for men either. That's a trick.
It's not. Because honestly, men need to be more.
John said he is.
just as
He's
well.
surprised that it's acceptable for women to sleep with men.
Why?
Society says the same of men. They call it community penis. That's what.
Yes, they do.
They might say he for everybody,
He
but
say, yeah.
but
it's not.
his peer group is not. Only person that might say community penis is like a woman that like talking like the trash about him. Like
Right.
his homeboys ain't.
Right.
I never heard that.
Right.
Do you have brothers, Nubian?
Oh yes, I have one brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he talk about having multiple? Hey, you could come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Having multiple sex partners, or did you know that he had multiple sex partners?
Well, I guess my brother, he always had a few lady friends.
Hey, sisters.
So,
He always had a few.
yeah,
lady
just a
friends.
few lady friends.
Lady
So,
friends.
you know what I'm saying?
So that
was put 2 and 2.
so he didn't have no commitment to the lady friends, right?
Well, this is when you're young. That's what I'm saying. Like growing up in the same house.
Yeah,
Right.
So, yeah, when you're young,
But and my brothers
female
had
friends.
they had female friends and they never called each other a whore. But let me like one person. Oh, you fast. Get the fuck out of here. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's
Get
what
the
you
fuck
hear.
out
You
of
fast.
here.
You fast, right?
You
The little
fast.
boys
'Cause I'm like
managed.
one boy, and you're gonna talk about 3 girls.
The boys was managed.
The boys are managed.
Yeah, they was called managed, but the girls, you like the little boys, they be like what 5, 6 years old, and
Yeah.
they might walk around and touch on you,
Yeah.
somebody grown or
And they
or
laugh.
or a lady's butt or something.
Yeah, and they laugh.
They call
They
them
think
managed,
that's
and this
cute.
is like,
But they think that's cute.
nah,
They
it's
think
not.
that's cute. It's not.
It's not.
When the old men tell the young girls to sit on their lap, like, come on, like, don't, like, listen, pedophile, sir.
All
but,
day.
but we still call the girls fast and whores because they sleep around. Jay Page, what do you think?
What's the question?
You came up with the question. Why do y'all call women whores when they sleep with 5 people? 5 people.
That's just because women tend to give these labels to other women of being jealous or
You think it's jealousy?
messing
I'm
with their
sorry.
men or whatever the
You
case
think
may
it's-
be. It could be that they get more attention or that
Yeah.
they just see them and just hate on them for no reason. They
Yeah.
might be more prettier than they, or think that they're more pretty, or it's just a woman that lack insecurities within her. She has insecurities within herself.
So
she's
she's labeling somebody else as
So it's really somebody
But
else.
9 times out of
in
10 it's because of a man that they
a
slept
man
with.
that
You
they
think?
slept with. Yep.
I
It could
agree.
be their
That's
baby
what you think
daddy
too.
or their ex-boyfriend.
So why y'all call not y'all per se?
Thank you. Appreciate
Not
it.
y'all.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
ain't
that.
heard y'all say it. But why are people calling Lori Harvey a whore?
Right,
I never-
exactly. She was dating. She was
No,
serial
she's
dating.
dating. But see, it's the
She was-
thing.
We don't know
People-
if she was sleeping with these
Right,
people.
but here's the
exactly.
thing though. People, they have their idea of what dating is different though.
Yeah.
Like for me, I grew up, even my great grandmother was like, no, you supposed to date multiple people to see what
What you
type
like
of
and
people,
what
right,
you-
what you
And
like
that's
and what
true.
you don't like.
And
It
that's
had
true.
nothing, it had nothing to do with
Explore
sleeping.
your options.
It had nothing
You
to do
should.
with sleeping with these people
Especially
now.
It does
young.
not.
I had even went to some years ago. It's funny. I had went to this pastor that worked with me, right?
Mhm.
He was like, "Yo, we doing a love and relationship seminar,
Okay.
and it was on the religious end, And he said the same exact thing. He talked about what dating was, what courting was, and the preparation and what the process is through all of them, and none of it had anything to do with sex. But now people don't do that. What we do? Well, not we, but what do people do? They get with somebody.
If you
Once they like
have
them,
sex with
they'll
them,
like them.
y'all go together. Without
Right, they'll
conversation.
like them. Don't date other people. They get in a relationship now. Yeah, you done busted down. Y'all done did all this, and then now you found out after a year or so or longer that you don't even like them.
Right.
You start saying all this stuff that you don't like, but it's like you just wasted all this time.
all this time.
You know what I'm saying?
A year.
Because
Don't waste
you
my
did
time.
it, but the thing about it is a lot of people in society will say, "Oh, you should not date multiple people at one time."
But
you see what I'm saying? So it's
the
like,
black society, white people serial date all the
But
time.
yeah.
all the time.
Black people feel like
girl, what they say?
if
That's
you
a lot.
go
I can't read
go
it.
together, if you done started dating somebody. Now we got another guest in here who's younger than the 3 of us. And what do you think? I don't know what you want to go. I don't
Y'all
know.
wanna
You
go?
see
Yeah.
him. I don't know what you want to go by. What's your name? What's your name? Larissa. Do you call women that have sex with multiple people whores?
No.
Okay. Do you call men that have sex with multiple people whores? No. So in your so would you be considered a Generation X or Z? X. You Generation X. So Generation X, they're more so prone to just going with the flow with everything. Because that's what we're coming to find out that Generation X don't have any boundaries.
They don't
or nothing.
care.
They don't
That's
care.
good though.
They're
Because
doing what they
but
want to
with
do.
that,
They're
not
doing their own.
caring allows them to be their authentic self
It
because
does.
they're not worried about what other people are thinking like that.
It does. It's just the grown people that's old judge it. Because when you read the comments, when you see Lori Harvey, oh, she a hoe. They're like, how you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was she just with? So who the fuck cares?
Right.
This one you just with last week on your Facebook. Motherfucker boy,
Because
hey,
her life is so
nigga 2
ugly.
weeks later,
Right,
boy, bitch,
right.
hello, come on,
Right.
shit, hello.
Right.
So quick to judge.
They
So
are.
They
tell
could be
me-
working
tell
on
me-
business deals. She could have been meet with them to go get knowledge.
Never know.
about
Right.
something. You just never know.
Even with Joy, what's her?
Chevy.
Chavez.
Mhm.
And she was like, her and Puffy had did a video together, and then they had a kiss, but she said she regretted the kiss, but they wasn't together. So the media done put her in. Now
Put
she
them
in a
together.
love triangle with
Right.
Carisha,
Call her
and
Young Miami
goddamn whatever, Carisha and Puffy. You know, all because
of what
of
the-
an assumption.
Yep, what
Right,
media
right,
say.
Right. So Tony says, I had a guy get mad at me when I was 20 years old because he always seen me with women. We fell out because I knew then he was jealous, but then realized he was really serious about me being with different women because he believed that I was supposed to be with one. He was right about that.
Huh?
Okay.
He was mad at you because you was with
He
different
thought that the guy
different
was,
women.
yeah.
Like, he was dating different women,
Yeah.
not like
Tony
hanging
was with
around.
different- Well, that's not clarified. He said, I had a guy get mad at me when I was 20 years old because he always saw me with women.
Different
We fell
women.
out. Yeah, I guess so. We fell out. Yeah, I would say different women.
Okay.
We fell out because I knew then he was jealous, but then realized he was really serious about me being with different women because he believed that I was supposed to be with one.
Okay.
He was right about that.
But did he have a conversation with you, Tony? Did he talk to you and pull you to the side and say, hey, man, first of all, why are we so invested in other people's lives and what they do to make them happy anyway?
Exactly.
That's one.
Right.
Two, accountability is accountability, but at the same time, if I'm a good friend, I'm gonna be like, okay, so why are you doing that? Just to get questions on to what are we doing?
Right.
I mean, I don't understand what's going on. You
Right.
know, just so I can understand, because as a friend, I'm supposed to be supportive. But if you're wrong, I'm still supposed to say, well, I don't really know if that's the way to go, sis, or bro, I don't know. But it ain't a case where you got to stop talking to somebody because they don't agree with what you agree on.
Yeah. They're too invested.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you a friend. If you my friend, you my friend. If I
Right.
don't agree with you, I just don't.
Why does it
That
matter?
what
Do
y'all
you
gonna
love
say?
me, or
Right.
is that going to
Nine
change the
times
way
out
you
of
feel about
10,
me?
you gonna want to have sex
I don't think
anyway.
body count
So
matters.
you don't think about it.
I don't think
Because
body
you
count
already
matters.
slept with them anyway,
Yeah.
or protected. So
I mean, my thing is, I'm just
All
saying,
of them
I don't
so
think.
they-
Take it back.
I'm just saying, I don't think it matters for the simple fact that you would really never know the truth anyway.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like you asking
You
a
can decide what you
question.
wanna do.
just keep
Okay.
going.
Well, let's say you know a man got 15 kids.
Ooh, shit.
Well, you know he had sex.
So you know he has
at
sex.
least 15
Dang,
times.
how many
He
baby
got
mamas?
15 baby mama.
Good God Almighty.
Listen. So you know his body count maybe 15 plus. What
Okay.
would y'all like?
What
Okay,
you say?
would you
First
give him a
of all,
chance?
no.
Because you can't judge him. But that same man
No,
will
let
be
me
like,
tell you, I
I
am
don't want
judging
nobody
him.
with.
Well, I'm judging him based on the fact that you got 15 kids with 15 baby mamas. That's my issue.
But
That-
why?
the issue is
That was
not-
before your time. We don't know
No,
what
no,
happened.
no,
to
no,
this
no,
man.
no. No. First of all,
Maybe the rubber
Man.
bust.
That tell a lot about a
Maybe
person.
the rubber burst. Maybe he was buying
It was a mistake.
sheets and should have been buying magnets.
listen, you and your real
He was doing a little too much.
you and your unrealistic maybes is not working for me.
saying.
Listen, no.
Okay.
But yeah, but my thing is you continuously had kids.
contenders.
by different.
And you know you can't be
women.
in these households.
You
with
never
all
got
these
married to
kids.
any of them.
So
Like, what?
do you hold the woman accountable? Do you hold
I'm
women
not dating
13, 14, 15 accountable for sleeping with him?
I
if they
hold
knew
both
he
the
had
parties
them?
accountable.
Okay, so you wouldn't date somebody with 15
No, I
kids.
can't. And that's
So
my
y'all judging him.
That's my
not his money
preference.
count.
No,
That's
that's
your
my
preference.
Well, the financial part of it fall back on the woman too. If you
Mm.
choose
Then you
to
gotta
marry
deal with
the
the baby's
person,
mamas and the baby.
they can come out. They
Yes,
can
you
come out
don't
to
know
your
what type of
assets,
relationships
yeah,
that you
through
had.
child support.
Exactly. You don't know what type of relationships that they have with the baby mamas. All this, like, nah.
Okay,
No.
so that's a no for
I
y'all.
just, this is no for me.
It's a no for y'all.
I can't do
Is
that.
it a no for you?
I won't do that.
He would have to, you know, because how can he take care, especially if you got your own kids?
I can barely
Mhm.
do one.
Can he take care of all his and yours?
Yeah.
That's the question.
But that's a personal preference.
But okay,
It
and the
is.
age too, right? Like I can see if they have 15 kids early, like when they were young, because you make mistakes when you're young. When you are young, you make mistakes.
Man, that's intentional.
That ain't intentional. You
Hell
just
yeah,
fucking
that's
hell. You ain't
intentional.
got nothing
After-
really that you're doing.
After 5,
But if you had, and all your kids are
after
old,
5, and you young,
a man can control if a woman is, if a man can control if a woman has a baby or not. He could have been like, no, I don't want y'all to have my baby. They could have been like, oh, he got green eyes and
You
he
can
likes
control
kids. So,
like I said,
it-
the
it-
responsibility goes on both.
well, it does.
You wrap it up. You
But,
get on some
but
birth
what if he
control.
had his kids early?
I don't give a
And
shit
then
if they
he's-
have
he's
them early
50
or
years
late. It
old
does
now.
not
He's
matter.
So you popping out
It
3
don't
and 4
matter.
But
kids
he
a
ain't
year?
got, but he had all
That
those
don't
girls.
matter.
That's a lot.
You
Yeah.
know, men be having women pregnant the same year.
Yeah,
That's
that's a lot
at the
though.
same damn time.
Same time.
Community.
I mean, listen.
Exactly.
But y'all judging this man.
So, look,
How
just
you-
like,
I just like a woman
Yes,
that
but
like,
he
it's
should
just
have a
be
baby.
judged
It's
through
all
certain
in the
things.
Right, because
Come
if
on.
they have, if he have 15, if a
It's
woman has
accountability.
15 kids and 15 different baby daddies,
they'll say, ain't no man going to marry
But niggas
her.
is still fucking her
They
because
gonna
she got
still fuck.
15 kids.
Exactly.
She is still being fucked because she
It's
got
something
15
about.
kids.
It is something
Damn.
about.
What I'm saying
so-
is a double standard. Period.
And a lady with 15 kids can still get married.
But will
She
she?
could.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's very possible, but see,
Not
it's a
likely,
thing, and I know we getting off subject, but this thing we don't heard time and time again. They talking about how the more kids a woman have, the older she get, her stock go down. They
Who
say
said
that.
that?
Society.
Society.
But
is
I'm
fucking
just
alive.
telling you, I've heard this.
everything is
Have
based
you heard
on
this before?
society. Yep. And
I've heard it before, but they're saying the older men get, then theirs go up. You see what I'm saying? Because they become
and
wealthier,
then
they have
it's the
stuff more
women
together.
that are older and don't have kids yet. Me. What's wrong with you? I know
Right.
somebody-
Or if you ain't
Ain't
got married by a
nothing-
certain time, it's what's wrong with you.
It's nothing wrong with you.
Nothing wrong.
It's nothing wrong with you just because you're waiting to do things at a time that's important
That's
for you.
right.
Again, we too invested in other people's lives, but I have called someone in my young age. She a hoe. I have
admitted
said
to that. I said when I was
I have
younger.
said that when I was in middle school.
I said when I was younger.
When I was
would've
in
called
middle
somebody.
school. When
Girl,
I was
by
in
high
junior
school.
high. When I was in high school.
Exactly.
But you ain't know no better. That's
I did not know better because nobody where I'm from taught women empowerment.
But then also you gotta
They never
think
talk
too, at that time of our life, we was worried about what people thought about it.
Yeah.
Now we really on the I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, but that just comes with growth and maturity and
Yeah.
personal development.
Yeah, because you're
When
gonna
you
be
get
a
to a
hoe
point-
just because a motherfucker don't like you.
Right.
Period.
You can do
Period.
anything.
period.
Period.
John
Right.
says, here we go with the mistakes. I say we need to totally change how we go about things. We are totally out of order. Well,
Who is totally out of order?
He is saying we as a collective.
We as
not
people.
As collective.
We as a
not-
people, but how we fix it? How you fix
Ain't
it,
no
John?
fixing.
Like what age do you start trying to fix these types of things? Because if you like at 9 it's too late now because they already know pretty much what their ideology gonna be.
Yeah.
So what
Somebody
age do
teaching
you
them
start
something.
these kids and trying to give them a different thought process? And then how do you go about changing the media's perception?
You can't.
Because the media
It's
the
driving
media is
force.
the media. The media picks on damn Blue Ivy, who is a kid.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm like, what
Right.
kind of grown fucking people are y'all? Talking about a damn kid. They talking about a kid. Like, what does that say about a grown adult? Like, come on, man, and it's
And
all
it's
on the
not paying your
TV.
bills to be making up these stories about people or trolling in the comments.
Man,
Like,
listen.
what is it doing for you? What
It-
satisfaction
Right.
does that bring
We from a small town, so people make us stories all the time.
all the time?
All the time. It don't even have no truth to it. And you just gotta laugh. And you gotta be like, oh wow, y'all that bored. You know what I'm saying? Like you that fucking bored that you making up all kinds of bullshit. I'm nobody for you to be making up.
Tony
nothing.
said women don't know who the daddy is.
Dang.
But
But
if
if they
a
had
man-
multiple partners.
But if a man can have a baby,
It's
he wouldn't know
possible.
who his baby mama would be either.
True. John said, "What's wrong with calling a spade a spade?"
I mean, if you know this person is just out here,
Out there
Going.
wilding out,
then call a spade a spade.
wilding out. I get it.
Call a spade a spade.
I don't do 15 children with 15 baby mamas. I won't do it.
So what would it be the spade in this case then? What would make you a hoe? What's the
That's a
body
good
count to
question.
make you a hoe? What is the criteria for a hoe?
Is it the body count or is it the behavior?
Somebody
I
said
think it's
behavior. But what is the whole behavior? What is the criteria?
What you say
What's
earlier,
whole
newbie, whole tendencies.
What's
Yes.
whole tendency
What's
though?
whole
Yes.
tendencies?
What's whole
It's the
tendency?
difference in being a hoe, because one, people can't really they can't say what a hoe is.
It's different.
That's
Who
what
made
I'm
the
saying.
definition?
That's what I'm saying. What is
Right.
a hoe?
Right, what is a hoe?
By
Or
definition.
do the woman have hoe
Look,
tendencies?
the urban
look it
dictionary.
up.
She
What
like to
is
do
a hoe?
hoe.
Let's see.
She like to do
Let's
whole
look it up.
things.
What is a hoe? What is a hoe?
whore? What is
Everybody
a
had their
whore?
own definition, I feel like.
Yeah, because
Because there's a stripper. of hoe.
Which
no, she's
so about
I'm
what
just
is
saying,
definition?
I'm-
Are we talking about
she's
urban
an
dictionary?
entrepreneur.
She's a
She's
business
an
owner.
entrepreneur.
She is a business. She's a walking
Okay,
business.
I have a
hold on.
business,
Okay.
man. No.
Whore. Now, a prostitute.
What's a
Prostitute?
prostitute?
That's what it
A
says.
prostitute
So you gotta
is
be
a
getting
woman
money.
that sells her body for money.
Is it just money,
So-
but is it things?
So if it,
Okay,
in a relationship,
so even married women are
a
prostitutes.
prostitute.
They
Oh.
fucking for money.
Mm.
Say somebody whore.
They a prostitute.
That's
If we
so
gonna
So
do-
everybody
She
is somebody else.
She told them.
It's
Hey.
something that they want.
Crazy.
You
Hey,
gotta- Hey,
you
gotta
gonna have
go
to
on
be nice. You gonna have to do something a little strange for some
change.
change, and then you gonna get it.
Make
And
them holler
then,
for $1. For the back.
listen, yeah. So what do it say about a hoe?
All right, and say other definition: to have unlawful sexual encounter
Unlawful.
as
You gotta
or
have a
with a
marriage.
prostitute,
Okay.
Without being
Okay,
Okay. Well,
married.
hold
Or
on.
to-
Time out.
to pursue a faithless, unworthy. Hold on, let me click
Hold
on.
on. But hold on. Because if you have sex other than missionary, then it's unlawful because it's in the law book.
This. That's boring.
It's in the law books in Georgia that you can only have sex missionary.
Okay, so there's different. Okay, so listen.
hey.
Okay, so definition
So when you
one.
get hit in doggy style, you a hoe. Because now you doing unlawful shit. You're unlawful. You're unlawful.
All right, so first
Sex-
one,
let me tell y'all,
somewhat
sex law.
old-fashioned. A person who engages in sexual intercourse for pay, prostitute. 2, which is the offensive. Okay, a promiscuous or immoral woman. Okay. 3, the male who engages in sexual acts for money.
Ooh, I'm glad they said a
And
male.
4,
Oh, for money though.
You have to be
a
a prostitute. Can be a
venal
male
or
female.
unscrupulous person.
A whore can be a male or female.
Mhm.
So it goes either way.
Mm.
But people don't refer to a man.
Then
Of
there's
course
another
not.
definition. Definition 2.
What's definition?
To have
two?
unlawful sexual intercourse as or with a prostitute. 2, to pursue a faithless, unworthy, or I don't even know, idolatrous desire.
Idolatrous.
Idolatrous? I ain't never seen that word before.
Idolatrous is when you idolize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, when you
I didn't
idolize.
say idol. Anyway,
So it's somebody that sleeps with
obsolete. Obsolete. Basically, they say to corrupt by lewd intercourse. Lewd intercourse. What's lewd
I'm done with
intercourse?
this. Listen,
What you
I
say?
I
Come
want
on over here, sis.
Who-
by biblically
Who-
speaking, that's what that is.
who made that?
I don't know.
It's the urban
Is
dictionary.
this Webster?
This not what
This Marion. This the old definition.
This is
The
Webster.
old- No, Marion. Marion.
So all white people
Webster.
make
What is
this.
it is? This say
Oh,
it say
okay.
That's why they say prostitute.
So, yes,
Like,
honey.
prostitute, no.
It said old fashioned.
I'm sad. I mean,
We fucked up out here in the world.
It's social media, man.
It's just like the Constitution needs to be rewritten. Some of this shit needs to be rewritten too, because this is not accurate. I don't think that's what a hoe is. I thought a hoe was a guard tool that you use.
You said whore.
A
There's
whore.
an R.
Yeah, I don't even know what a whore is either.
Whore.
I don't know what a whore is.
But what are the people saying about the body count? Should it matter? Yes or
Should
no?
should body count matter?
To the men,
John. I
To
know
the
he
women
gonna
that's
say
on
yes.
there
Tony.
too. Is somebody?
Tony and John, do body counts matter? To
All
a
right,
man,
so hold on. I
to a
got
man,
something.
yes. To a man,
Let's call
yes.
Lorenzo in.
Okay,
Like,
so
it's a no for him.
okay, so
It's a
Tony.
no for him.
Hold on, Tony said
It's
4
a
minutes
no for
ago.
him.
Tony said, "Forget the media. It starts in our homes, which then hopefully, when they grow up, will become the media."
Does
Yep. John says it's both. We are a race. We are a race
Does a
of
body
hoes.
count?
He said we are a race of hoes.
does body count matter
Okay.
to a man?
He says we get a number, have a date. Fuck. Yeah.
That's what John
Get
said.
another, have a date. Fuck.
That's what John said.
Yes. Then John says again, a hoe is a man or a woman that
Thank
have
you,
sex
John.
outside of a marriage.
Thank you,
Ah!
John.
Oh, so if you have sex outside your marriage, you a hoe. But if you single, you're not a hoe.
Damn.
Tiger.
Look, everybody
Okay.
have their own definition.
Right. Tony says
Does
a
body
person,
count
male or
count?
female, who uses their looks and charms to manipulate their partner to
Uh-huh.
gain material,
To a
sex,
man.
money, clout.
To a man.
A hoe does not love their partner,
Uh-huh.
and the minute someone with better looks, money, or clout comes along, they
Yes.
abandon
Yeah,
their
I
previous
agree.
partner, and the cycle continues.
Yeah.
You know,
I
what?
agree with
you
that,
got
too.
you on something on that one. John says, let's keep it a ultra 1000. A hoe is a person that can't remember how many people they had sex with or
Yeah.
who they had sex with.
Baby
This
daddy.
is us.
The boy.
They don't know either.
He also
Hold on.
says that's why we
Hold on.
got kids out of wedlock, single moms and fathers
Hold on.
trapped
Hold on.
where men come together that don't have fathers. It all
Pick me.
comes from hoes.
Because some people don't even count anyway. Let's just be
I
clear.
can't count.
Let's just fucking be clear about it.
Woo!
Because I already told y'all, if I have
Yeah.
to get up, it don't count.
I mean, I did back then.
You got to get up and don't
It
count.
don't.
That make it sound-
Tony
No,
said he
I
been
was
one
talking
before.
about it, but I
And
was-
Tiger
Yeah,
said,
we
Tiger
relate
says
to
that
it,
body
nigga,
count does
You
matter
ain't
to a
getting
man.
I
Who is
ain't know
that?
that.
Tiger. He
Go on,
says
Robbie.
body counts matter to a man because he didn't give a reason.
Oh.
So it wasn't
You got
acceptable.
to back it up. You know, back it up with the answer.
So what?
He says that no man wants a woman that has a lot of knowledge
Knowledge,
on
uh-huh.
her. No woman wants a man
Right.
that
Big and everything.
What happened to
No
unconditional
woman
love?
wants a man. They got to, continuously have an oil change and get the
But nobody's
Tie
ever gonna know
blood
the
out.
But that
like
shit,
how
like
to
he
do
said,
it.
nobody
Nobody's
ever
ever
knows.
gonna
New
know the truth
transmission.
anyway.
South Georgia.
So you still gonna have to love it.
New
too.
engine.
It's South
This
Don't
year
want
is
nobody.
real irrelevant.
What? Right.
What's your body count for the year? No.
So what's an acceptable body count if you single?
I don't know. 'cause I
In
don't
your whole
care.
entire
Yeah,
Two
since
years.
you've been having sex,
2 a year. If you single, 3 a year, 4 a year. What's acceptable?
a year.
1 every quarter. Who is making the
Rules, right?
Who are making?
I just need to see your papers.
Okay.
Yeah. About how many
Exactly.
Are they really walking around with papers?
Because you
I
No,
would
no,
hope
we're gonna go
so.
together.
Men are the worst at going to get tested.
Yeah,
But I'm
you
just
Think
saying.
about that. Make sure you go get your test
If my test
done.
negative, that don't mean your test negative.
Exactly. Go get your test. Get checked, please, because you don't have to have symptoms in order to be carrying around something and give it to women. Just
But
know
men
that.
don't go to the doctor.
When men don't go to the doctor.
So don't.
They fucking have a whole bloody head. Or
They
something
want a
hole in
woman
their
that only
head.
got like 5
Man,
lives.
listen.
Right. But
From
you
a
go
person
somebody.
that worked at the STD clinic and communicable diseases for a long time. Let me say that. I started, I've been at Board of Health forever, but I started working in that particular department in 2005.
Oh wow.
Okay. So ain't nothing y'all could have sitting here and tell me about that right there.
Because men come in there.
Do they?
They
Really?
do.
Yes.
Really?
Way
In the
more
Fulton
men
County?
than women.
No.
But this the thing though.
No.
You do always have a lot of girls, you know,
That's
a
because
lot of
they
women.
out
Yeah, but here's the thing: the guys they will come in, and they are how do you want to put it? The way that they act is just crazy. First of all, you young guys, or y'all older guys with no younger guys, tell them to keep their mama out their business. First of all, you got mamas and girlfriends calling up to they'll call up to the clinic to get their boyfriend or their son's service. Come up to the clinic with them, but they doing adults like, look, no,
They gonna share the
you got guys that's 20-something years old. They mama coming up there with them. But other than that, they'll bring in hoes in there. They'll wait. Here's the thing though, they wait until they feel like they about to fall off before they even come to the clinic and get seen. You know, they won't even sit down in the chairs because they can't. They in too much pain.
I know you had said that, but I
You know what I'm saying?
imagine
Like the
being in
stories
there.
I could tell you about the
What
things
type of this
that I
is?
seen. It could be anything.
You let it get that
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But the women, you see women a lot too in there because for the most part, they don't have the insurance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's public health. So you come in there, you know,
Yeah.
you do have a lot of women and you have a lot of men. And it just depends. Honestly, you'll see more, gay guys than you see heterosexual.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Into the clinic.
Because
They take care of
that's-
themselves more. And that's the only reason why I think we see a lot of men. I can't really stand it. I'm gonna take back what I said earlier about who come in the most, because it's kind of like it just depends on the day. But honestly, you have way more gay guys to come in than heterosexual men.
But what about the age group? Isn't it more of like a young people thing? You think
You're definitely going to have more between the ages of 18
to 25
and 27.
and then the gap for the old men giving it to their wives from sleeping with these young hoes.
Now I'm gonna tell you this though.
60-year-old
No, but I'm gonna tell you this.
women.
The older people, they start coming in. They start rising because they get into
chlamydia have risen for.
They get into these nursing homes. They
60.
get buck wild.
Yeah.
They're serious.
Yeah, because the old men are sugar daddies for these young girls.
And
And
the
I
young
heard
girls out here still.
And at one point, there was
But I'm not judging.
there was a rise, especially in syphilis with the older crowd. But then it's actually started really trickling down to the young adults for real.
Syphilis?
Yes, and they would
What
say
is
syphilis at one point. They would say, "Oh, that's an older person's, STD or whatever." But no, really,
Why they call it an oldest person?
Yeah,
STD?
because there was this huge epidemic with syphilis at one point.
You know why?
And so
right?
when they had this
Tuskegee,
epidemic,
Tuskegee,
right, but
that's
when
why
they
it's with the
had
older
this,
people.
you had to think of those people that was affected. So here's the thing
Yeah.
about syphilis: once you have syphilis, you always gonna have
It was
test
transmitted
positive.
through the
Right.
baby.
Now you're not gonna always be.
Oh, wow.
You're not gonna. It wasn't that it was transmitted. It's just that those people grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's what the problem was.
So
They
they
got
gonna
older.
always
They
be a
started
carrier.
getting older.
So they always gonna be a carrier.
Absolutely.
And then they can be transmitted to anybody.
Only if it's active.
Oh,
But see, when
It's like TB.
that's crazy.
Only when it's
That's
active.
crazy, yeah.
It's a lot of things, people, and we can talk about, all kind of stuff. I mean, gonorrhea, chlamydia, you get it. You have to understand some things are infections,
Yeah.
right? Some, and that's why they actually changed the name to infectious diseases.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing about it is some things are viral and some are not. Those that are viral are normally diseases because you can't get rid of those.
So
Those that are not are infections.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. They cure with the regular
Exactly.
antibiotics.
Exactly.
But so when you increase your body count, do your chances of
Yes, your risk is always higher.
Mhm.
So
Your risk is always
if I had
higher.
sex with one person and then that person has sex with one people, how far down the line it go? Because they
What
say
you mean? How
like
far
when
down
you
the line?
had sex with
It
this
don't
person,
stop.
you go,
It does
it's
not
like,
stop.
It's like you had sex with 8 people.
It don't
But it's
stop.
crazy because get what?
It
Even
don't stop.
if you met that one person who got a lot of body counts, it
Yeah.
still don't matter.
It don't matter because
You know what I'm saying?
now it's your
Yeah,
body.
it's
your body
already
count.
added on to you.
It's your body.
So
Yep.
it really don't even matter about how many partners you
Yep.
had
It's true.
because you can find that one wrong.
Mhm.
And bam.
Because the man with 15 kids probably learned his lesson, and he
Girl,
ready to
shut
go.
your ass up. Ma'am.
Period.
15
Y'all could
kids.
be together for the
But rest of our
and-
life to live
and-
happily
and-
ever after, and it's
Yeah.
major thing because people make mistakes when they're young.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, we just, like we said about the judge as far as their partners, whatever, people need to leave that alone. I mean, because you can look at it like this. You can have someone who have had 15 plus 20, 50 partners who've never had an STD.
Yeah.
And then you have this
That's
one
true.
person who just started having sex and maybe only had 2 partners.
And
Or
You got
and
everything.
ended up with
So it's
whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, in my opinion, it's not about the body count, it's about the behavior.
it's like they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
It is,
It's
and
about
that's
the
true.
behavior of
Because
the
they're
people.
gonna
at the end
still
of the day.
accept you anyway. Then
Yeah.
Mhm.
everything.
So
goes
body
good.
count does not matter.
Should not.
According to us women.
According to, but to a man,
Yeah.
no man wants a woman that has all the mouths on them. But then y'all put mouths on the women. Make it make sense.
Right. Exactly.
But
What
what
if
if on
she
the
could
first night?
clean? What if she got other
Make it-
things that God needs?
Make it make
How,
sense.
how they expect us to want them though? And they
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the
Mhm.
thing.
makes sense.
The
Like,
man want to be go out and
It can be a
like,
complete turn off because you
oh,
didn't
my
have,
God.
and you got all these multiple
But
women
do
that you
that.
sleep
But
with.
because they feel like the ratio men to women
Mhm.
is such a big
Yeah.
ratio, which is not accurate at all. It's like 1.1 male to women. So it's just like, come on, man, stop thinking that y'all got these unrealistic expectations, and then your mama got multiple partners. Niggas, please get it
Not
together.
your mom.
Not your
I'm just
mama.
saying, let's be for real. Don't act like me and your sister and your mama the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put me on no different pedestal
Is your man still on the
than
line?
I have to be.
Tony says there's no excuse for being escape from being out of order. John also says we need to stop having sex, people. We got to train our kids better, ladies. Tony
Save
says,
yourself.
I do.
And men. Men
Tony
can save themselves
says-
too. Save yourself too.
Tony said you'd be surprised how dirty women is. Hold on, bro.
Ah!
So,
y'all niggas way dirty.
Look,
Yeah.
just because you don't
We
have
learn.
Guys, some guys don't even like to take no
I've been-
shower every
I've
day.
been-
They
oh, they
be
don't.
like,
Listen,
oh,
listen.
man.
Oh.
No, it's not just STDs going around. It's also
Oh.
like if you go sleep with somebody, it's gonna throw off your woman pH balance. Like,
Yeah.
know that this is gonna happen.
Yes, anything. Ooh, if you don't wash your penis correctly, you can't throw off the girl pH balance.
Take
And then
your
somebody
bath.
But
put it
if you
somewhere.
having sex with multiple women, you're definitely gonna throw a pH balance off.
Yeah,
Exactly, and
So
she could just be
listen.
with you, and then you looking at her. So,
So
what's
the
wrong with
question,
you?
Keisha, another question earlier that we asked was, can a man tell that a woman being
No,
Oh,
with
this
somebody
They
else?
can't.
And I told
They
her that. And if a man
But
say,
but
"Let
a
me
man,
tell
but a
you,"
woman can tell him a
Let
man
me
because
finish
of
this.
different reasons.
Let me
like
finish this
that.
real quick. Okay, where y'all think they got it from? Okay,
"Ooh,
hold on.
What the STD?
No, Tony said when he said y'all be surprised how dirty women is.
We got it from the men.
Then he said where y'all think they got it from?
The men.
And then
these
let me see.
people are
John
crazy."
said it used to be so embarrassing to make that trip to the clinic, but you got to do it. Yes, you
Yes,
do.
you do. It's
Why
not
is it
embarrassing.
embarrassing?
He helps
You go
you.
But why
in.
would
You
you
saving
say
yourself.
that?
You go-
That's why
Yeah, hold on, hold
you have
on.
to be mature
This
to have
dude-
sex.
Right.
Exactly.
He said, John said you go in with shades in a long coat. Let me tell you. Hold on. This is the problem though, because
And a
you draw
mask
attention
now.
to yourself. I've had people that I knew that came into the clinic, you know what I'm saying? That people I just, known from like school or whatever, guys came in with shades on and trying to thinking they hide. And I'm like, bro, you inside. You're the first person we see because you got shades on. Like, read a book or something. Like, come on, man.
You
No.
gotta
why
cover
is
your identity,
trying
but
to-
really
right,
you
but-
standing out.
Why
Right.
is it? Why is
But
it?
why?
Because
Why?
just because you're going to get checked don't mean that you
Why?
have
First
to.
of all,
My thing is, they get there
Or
the same
feel
reason
like
why
you
you
trying
in
to
there.
make
So they
sure.
even know-
exactly.
And for women, it might be your yearly
Right.
program.
Right.
So
You might be
Hold on.
trying to go get
What
pregnant.
else to say?
Right.
Make you take the
You
walk
wanna
and
know about
shame,
fertility.
shame.
But that's why you shouldn't have sex. If you will be embarrassed by going to get a checkup, then don't have sex.
Yeah, it's maturity. It's for the grown
It's
folks.
all-
Yeah, that's what the grown
If
people
you
If it's
can't
for
sit
the grown-
somebody down and say, I
And
got
take
gonorrhea,
drugs.
don't have sex. Don't fucking have sex because you're not mature enough to have sex.
Right.
I know it. Exactly.
Right. I agree.
That's just some shit that come with sex. Like it's just shit
Grow
that
up
comes with sex.
first.
People are not, and they are not mature when it comes to sex.
Mm-hmm.
They still shine shit. Like, but then why are you having fucking sex? Yeah.
These
Man,
little
You
girls.
can't leave the lights on then, baby. Don't have sex. Cause listen, you ain't mature enough yet. We not there yet.
No, ooh.
I'm just saying.
What you just say?
You gotta have lights. You gotta be comfortable having the lights on and on. Whichever one. Be comfortable in sex if you having this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Right.
We doing it.
Well, I guess you have to be with the right person or the
Exactly.
right partner, you know, because be on the same.
Because if you're not on the
Ladies,
same
respect yourself.
vibration,
Men,
yeah.
respect yourself. Because your
That's
good
the
ain't
bottom
for
line.
everybody. Like,
But you
Men-
can't teach this now. You gotta
Right.
teach this at what age? Because
five.
they telling the boys in order to be the man, you gotta have multiple women.
Mhm.
They telling the little girls you gotta get married.
John says body count matters.
They're glorified on
John.
social media.
John is John.
And use the right soap. That's right, Shane.
Use the right
Use
soap.
the right soap. So here's the thing, though. People don't date like you said. Like for example, right at the clinic, it's something a lot of guys and women don't know about. There is an infection called
Bacteria vaginosis.
well, that's BV, but bacteria vaginosis.
True.
But not talking about that.
Huh?
It's called NGU.
What's that?
So in NGU, let me see if I pronounce it right. Non-gonococcal uritis. So basically, it's almost like a bacterial infection for men. It's only found in men.
Okay.
Just like trick is only found in women, it's not found in men,
Okay.
right? But here's the thing: it's almost like NGU can cause trick
In
and other
men?
things in women.
Mhm.
So in BV.
I believe that.
Mhm.
So-
I believe that too.
And
I
so,
believe
but here's the thing though, and it is really based on cleanliness. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand the stuff that they eat, the stuff that they drink.
Oh
the
yeah,
things
because
that
I
they
was
do.
gonna say
Think about
just
it.
by using proper soap, it can't
women-
clean your inside.
Men
And
are
women
touching
and
stuff,
men
touching
get that.
touching
Causing
their using the bathroom, touching
yeah.
their penis, not washing their hands, then trying to go and fuck somebody.
They don't even like their penis.
Yeah,
They
they're
should
not.
And see that, and the pink and urine is found bacteria and
Mhm.
stuff and waste. You know, why
It
would you want
is
that to
because
be
they don't know how to
easy?
wipe right. They
Hold
still
on, John.
I feel like the
They
proper
feel
way
like
before sex is take
When men go down, they got an idea back there.
Just go ahead.
It's
You have to
an
worry about
issue.
all that bacteria, but
You
technically,
understand? You might as well smudge yourself too in the process.
UTIs. How did that?
John said when they go to the
It's
clinic, they
still
go to the clinic because it's an
bacteria.
issue, not because they pap smear. Well, you have to
You
understand.
that track infection, it comes from drinking a lot of soda. Anything throwing your pH.
I be like, what soap you use?
Take a
How you
cranberry
wipe? I
vitamins.
know that's right.
How you wipe is important.
She
Again,
is.
maturity.
She
Maturity,
hate water,
right.
honey.
And that's
And then an immature person may feel like you're being funny. They may feel disrespected. Like, what you even talking about? Like, yeah.
I mean, it depends on. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about how you communicate with people. You know what I'm
If
saying?
he
But
not clean, she not gonna be.
If you 35 and you don't know your body, you don't know what
Exactly.
causes you to
Listen.
get infections, you know.
35.
how to
If you
prevent
20,
stuff,
if you
yeah.
18, 19 and don't know your body. 15, 16.
Well, you might. That's kind of early, but think
I
about
don't know.
when you hit that real womanhood.
Well, yeah, because
Definitely.
your body will change for
Definitely.
sure.
Your
In
body
your
is all
30s,
down.
you should know.
You
You
should
should
know.
know.
Yeah.
You should know what make you come. You should know what you don't like. You should know. You should
Yeah, that's
know.
the problem.
What-
They don't even know what they're going to do.
Okay, we got another. Hold on.
You should know.
We got another part.
Everything.
We got another part. So, should a woman turn down their sexy after they get into a relationship?
Oh no. That's taken away from who the person is.
I'm
A man-
okay.
wanna
if a
dress
man,
like
if a
that.
man know like he's getting with a woman and she is a amazing woman, she look good, smell good, she shouldn't have to bring that back or tone that down because we're in a relationship now. Like,
What's her
he
job?
Well, okay, so I need to
What's her job?
we need to define what this is though, because it's a different, like, are we speaking of how she dressed? Because my thing is being confident and feeling good in what you got on, whatever it is that you got on. You know what I'm saying? And your attitude about yourself. To me, around women and men, I think that's it. But at the same token, you have it where women, especially a lot of young girls, I would say, younger girls, think that as long as they showing this and showing that, and this fit and that fit and this showing and my butt, and because you can tell by how the poses and the pictures and all that, they think that that's what sexy is.
Or
But
the more skin you show, the
Yeah,
more,
the more
sexy
sexy
it
it
is.
is. So
Because you could be
let's
covered
define
in
what
sexy.
sexy
You
is.
could
Let's
be
define what
covered
the
in sexy.
So
Let's define what sexy is, because I personally feel like you can be extremely sexier covered.
Covered, yeah, me too.
I was always
It's just
taught
about
It's
how you
the
wear
illusion.
it.
I
It's
was
illusion
taught
about how you wear it.
if you had your chest out, you can't have your legs out. If you got your legs out, you can't have your chest out. You got to pick and choose your struggle. Which one you going with? They say
No,
you
you
don't
gotta,
want.
that's a pick and
You
choose
know
an
what I'm saying?
asset.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose. But I don't agree with the fact that it's really a really thin line because listen, it's a thin line to me only because you don't want to put your man in a place where somebody is grabbing on you, being disrespectful to you, and then now he gotta fight somebody, right? Because people are disrespectful.
Yes, they are.
When you go somewhere, so then that means so that I also have to change the places that I attend with my man because y'all don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? So instead of us changing the place, because that maybe I like going to hood shit. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they like to grab on you in the hood shit. So maybe I might tone it down to the hood shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where the like being covered. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like how you dress is the type of attention that
Right.
you're gonna attract.
Right.
If you got your ass all out, your titties all out,
Somebody
your stomach
gonna
and stuff
grab.
all out, yeah, they're gonna feel like that's what you're looking
Yeah.
for. Your cheeks all out.
Exactly.
But if you had a nice dress on and you covered, but you could still show your curves,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
so then
they're
you
gonna
should have
treat
to,
you like that.
and you ain't gotta turn it down. But you
Yeah.
still gotta be respectful to your man. 'Cause
Yeah,
you don't
for
want
sure.
your man to be going to jail.
So, and my sentiment though really is when you get in a relationship, now the decisions that you make, you do have to consider that other person.
You do.
So, with that being
Relationships
said,
are sacrifices.
it's about that communication because you do have some men who just don't care. They want you to dress provocative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you have other men
But
that
then
be
do
like,
they argue?
"What you mean?"
Do they argue with those women? Because in previous relationships where somebody like, oh, I don't care what you have on, it always was an argument still.
Okay.
What was the argument?
Well,
about?
Tony said,
Like,
"Don't be
but
getting
you
all
want-
dolled
you
up
just
for
want-
everyone else.
You want the attention
Then
from the
I'll
other
bump
niggas.
out when you come around me."
Okay.
No,
So,
You need
that's
to
true.
put out
Though.
something.
Yeah.
That's true,
Yeah.
Tom.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
What did Tony say?
don't be getting all dolled up for everyone else. Then all bombed out
Dang.
when you come around.
And that's
me.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with that.
And they do, yeah.
Don't sit your ass at home in a bonnet and then go outside and got on lip gloss. No, that's not how it's gonna work, man.
What you call it?
Ma'am. Girl. Young lady.
What
Woman.
you call me?
Woman.
Okay. But yeah,
Whatever y'all, your wife, whatever she.
yeah.
You can't put on clothes of other men and then be at home looking bad for your man. That's disrespectful.
Right.
Men, we get tired of looking at the same sweatpants, but my man don't wear sweatpants. You know, some people wear sweatpants. My ex-husband wears sweatpants.
The
every day.
same one.
That
every
shit
day, the
irritated
same
my
color
whole
every
fucking
day.
life. I'm like, oh my god. I don't like sweatpants at all. I don't like men in sweatpants.
Okay.
I just don't like it.
They could be
Gray
deceiving.
sweatpants season miss me. I don't. I think you trifling. Go home. Sit your ass down.
You
Sir.
attention whore.
You
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing. If you got on some
Yes.
sweatpants.
Right. So
Wear jeans to play basketball, sir.
girl, that's uncomfortable.
Put some
I
no
don't
show.
give a damn.
See,
Don't wear no damn sweatpants.
but never mind.
At the gym, don't
Never
wear
mind.
sweatpants either. No basketball.
What the
shorts.
people gotta say? Y'all
Your
got some
fans
questions?
gonna stick to
Yeah.
Did y'all want some answers?
I mean, I definitely feel like you should consider whoever you're with whenever you're out because now you're representing not just yourself, but you
That's
represent them
true.
too.
That's true.
Even when it came to kids, I'm sorry, my child. Oh, you can't know.
Oh, my dad.
I'm gonna need you to no.
My
Mm-mm.
dad.
Don't
as
ever
an
go out
adult,
because
Is
you
your
represent
adult, a
me.
child adult now?
Yeah, her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, my
My baby be 22. So yeah,
And
we
It
turn
is
up.
what? 22, 22.
22. Yes.
No, she definitely my dad
And we going
came to my
to
house.
Is she
and,
still
doing
carrying
stuff.
herself like with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good.
Absolutely.
No.
It took a long time for my daughter to actually come out of her
to be sexy.
she had always been kind of like modest. Not even so much her shell.
Oh, okay.
because she was already a performer. She's been performing her entire life. She cheered, she did a lot of stuff, but she knew that whatever she did, that was in character. That was what she needed at that time. And after a performance, she's taking off everything where it was, I mean, like makeup, everything. And she's just her. But even like with her being in school, her being in college, she just now getting into a point where she's starting to really become that having the sexy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
took her a
like,
minute.
London,
Because before, it's like she wouldn't wear nothing that showed her breast. Or
Do you
her-
think, Paul? Let me ask you a question. By you telling her if she dressed out of line a little bit in your house, do you
No.
think by correcting her, maybe she was a little
hesitant.
hesitant?
Well, I think what it is because of the way that I raised her. It was always, I always told her, look, when you go out the house, you represent me. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to do nothing. And when you're of a certain age, you should not be, in my opinion, you should not be going out with your breast out. You should not be going
not
out
at
with a half
17, because
top.
guess what? If
You
something
should not
happened
be
to
going
you,
over anybody's
somebody's trying
parents'
you.
house.
Say 21.
Yeah, you hang out with your friends, but if you're going over their parents' house, you shouldn't be going over by the parent house looking, like that. Your shorts shouldn't be extremely short. You should, just certain things you shouldn't be doing. To me,
I like shorts.
yeah, she did too. Because for the longest,
When
she,
I'm out of the country,
but she was a cheerleader,
shorts.
so it's like
Not
she
low
cheered
shorts.
since she was 5 years old. So she knew nothing but summer. You're wearing shorts
But
because you're cheering. But then when she started to fill out, I'm like, hey man,
but
this is a no-go. You can't do this no more.
if my son sees me in something that he doesn't think is appropriate, he will call me and say that. Like, what were you doing? Like, I wouldn't dare post a picture of me in a bathing suit for my son can see it. Like on social media or something like that. Oh, he would nut up.
So he tried to
Oh,
like
Tyler.
protect
He
you.
would nut up. I don't know if you think he my dad or what, but my dad used to come in and throw my clothes in the trash.
What was you wearing, Ray?
That back in the days, that you had holes in all your clothes back in the days.
Oh, he said, I'm not gonna be looking at my baby.
Yeah.
Our dad
So-
said we shouldn't wear red lipstick.
Oh, we definitely can't wear red lipstick still in 2022.
And see,
Yeah,
I
we
never
grown.
understood the red lipstick.
Because when you put on red lipstick, I be like, girl, you got on red lipstick, you a whore.
When I put it on, you be like, I'm just tell dad. I'm just tell your dad.
Wow. And
But when
crazy.
Beyonce put on red lipstick, she cute. Yeah, she cute.
I be want to feel like it's so bad.
Right.
If I'm being defiant, I'm gonna put on this red lipstick, and then
Tony said,
But you grown now.
I'm scared.
Tony said that's how I feel about them leggings. Short shorts and leggings are the equivalent of gray sweatpants.
Could be.
Man.
Could
Leggings
be.
are
Yeah.
happiness.
I can
Leggings are
tell.
comfortable.
I can understand as far as the leggings. Yeah, I get that.
But leggings are good in the winter.
Yeah. You can wear them up
With
under your
the-
clothes
yeah.
and over with
No.
a sweater.
They don't wear them with their clothes. We don't.
I got on a pair now for the
Hey,
mine. Like
yeah,
that's
me
that
too.
second layer,
See,
right?
that's different. He's not
They
talking
more
about
comfortable.
that.
Like,
Me too.
He ain't talking about that. He's talking about just
But
wearing the
Tony-
leggings.
Like how? Okay.
Out.
Tony.
So he's like, you might want somebody that's more conservative because the short shorts are showing off and the
I only wear shorts when I'm
leggings are
out of the
tight.
country, though. I really don't wear them locally.
I don't either.
I mean, I wear some Bermuda
I think
shorts.
this year was the first year I actually wore some shorts.
2021.
I mean last year.
Yeah,
and it was
Bermuda.
like
Well, they Bermuda shorts. Or they
No.
was like,
they were
Daisy
shorts.
Dukes.
No, man.
oh.
Just the fact that my legs.
Because you can see my butt cheeks when I put these
Oh,
shorts
see,
on.
I don't have any of those.
That's why
They
I
call
mean,
me
I'm
the
out
first
of
short
the
girl,
country.
them some days to do.
Listen, this is why I be in a whole other country because they don't know shit about me.
Don't go to Dubai with that.
Listen,
Your ass
I
get
know,
locked
because that's
up.
why, and that's another reason. Man, they like me up for my mouth and my clothes. I ain't gonna follow. I ain't gonna do well there. Keep saying them 18 hours or somewhere.
Girl, we going back. But anyway,
But yeah, so in closing,
in
body count don't count.
Body count.
To me.
right.
Nubian, do body count to you.
Definitely not.
LA,
Oh, this is nice.
do body
That's
count
pretty
to you.
young.
No, body count does not count.
JP,
Body count does not matter.
Larissa,
No. And I'm
Yeah.
young.
She young and it don't count to
It
her.
don't count.
Old men,
I don't
it
know.
don't
They don't
count to
allow that
y'all either.
anyway.
Y'all gotta just know that.
Just
Y'all
be
slip.
safe. Keep yourself safe out
Keep
here.
I
it, exactly. It's your
Don't get
behavior. Keep yourself
tested.
safe.
Look, character and how the person treats you.
Should
And
matter.
It matters.
Feel.
Right.
Okay.
That should matter. Okay. All
Women,
right.
with y'all hating asses, stop hating.
Stop hating.
Stop hating.
Stop hating.
With
Stop
y'all
being in
hating
competition
asses.
and silent
Man, we are
competition.
not in
Because
competition
we not.
with each other. We are here to uplift, empower one another.
To
Period.
support.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
Period.
Speaking of support, we're gonna do another drop really quick. Tell her what's going on Wednesday.
Yeah.
One more
Okay.
time.
Almost Famous Wednesday.
Almost Famous
Wednesday.
So we're on the
Wednesday.
south side at Tino's Place.
Yep.
Or y'all can follow us at Almost Famous Wednesdays if you had an IG. All right. And you can sign up to perform. And you can also come out for great vibes, great drinks, all right, and network.
And don't ask us, can you get in
Special
free?
guest.
It's $20.
Yeah.
It's $20, period. Don't come to the door with $10 talking about call Nubian because she said she was gonna let us in.
So we will be
She's
going
not-
live. Next Wednesday. We will be
Yeah.
remote there
at Tino's
at
place.
Tino's place.
Come out.
Come out,
I
hang
wanna
out,
meet y'all.
chill out.
Definitely.
John, definitely come out because I'm telling you, we fighting on site.
We fighting on site.
On site. Cardi
yeah.
B. I'm on site.
Other than
with
that,
John.
Lon to be 22. I'm so proud
Oh,
of
yeah,
my baby.
so tomorrow
If you have not, go to ladies, guys, if you have a woman, she works out or just want something comfortable that is stylish, please go to exoticleisurewear.com. We are doing pre-sales. My daughter, it is her clothing line. She has a leisure wear, active wear line. Exotic with X. It's XOTIC, leisurewear.com. Also, we will be going to brunch on Sunday at KOD,
Okay.
featuring
So,
the Red
we
Sample
got it.
Band.
Red
Red Sample Band. KOD, if y'all don't know, that's King of Diamonds. Yes, it's a strip club, and the strippers are not there until after. But it's brunch
They
at 12
sliding
o'clock.
down the pole at
No.
at
But it's
2.
so much fun. If you haven't been there,
We're
know,
going.
We're
We're
going
there.
Sunday.
We're there Sunday.
Come on, Sunday.
We're
But
there.
anyway,
And that's all we got.
that's all we got. Y'all, thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all
I thank
for
them.
having me.
Yeah, thank you, Nubian, for being here.
Y'all know y'all always welcome anytime.
And
And we're gonna get some director's chairs.
Please.
Yes.
and we're gonna catch y'all at the beach or the bank.
Cause what? Don't nothing move
Until
till the money move. So
And
we will
out.
see y'all.
Love
We
y'all.
are out. Y'all.
John,
John.
look,
I like
you
the
like
young lady
John.
in the
He
middle.
likes you. He said you
She
did
bought a nice balance.
nice balance. John, we want to see you at Tino's on next Wednesday, John.
If you sing or anything, dance.
No, that's his job profession.
Oh
He's a
no.
hater. He's a professional hater.
No, don't talk about my friend.
He's a professional
Don't talk
hater.
about my friend.
Yeah, talk
All
about
right.
it.
See y'all later.